Russia's long-awaited BT-3F armored personnel carrier has finally surfaced from the depths of development. But as battlefield threats evolve and drone warfare dominates modern conflicts, can the BT-3F rise to meet the challenge, or is it too late to make a difference? Let's dig into the topic. After years of development, finally on May 20th, 2025, the Russian state corporation Rostec proudly announced that the BT-3F amphibious armored personnel carriers entered the stage of state trials. These tests follow the completion of preliminary trials in 2022 and will validate the BT-3F's state performance across various environments, both on land and water. The trials include live fire assessment while the vehicle is stationary, in motion, and afloat. Also will evaluate its mobility, combat system reliability, and environmental tolerance. Although the BT-3F trials were announced earlier, only now has the vehicle officially entered this decisive stage. Without successful completion, the BT-3F cannot be adopted into the Russian Armed Forces inventory, although it has already been approved for export. The development of the BT-3F began around 2010 as an initiative to create a tracked amphibious platform suitable for Russian and foreign markets, particularly to meet Indonesia's interest in replacing its aging BTR-50 fleet. Even though this Army personnel carrier is still in the testing phase and its capabilities on the battlefield have not been proven directly, it would be a shame if we miss the specification analysis segment of the BT-3F. The BT-3F was developed by the Special Machine Building Design Bureau, part of Kurganmashzavod under Rostec. Development began around 2010 as an initiative to create a tracked amphibious platform suitable for Russian and foreign markets, particularly to meet Indonesia's interest in replacing its aging BTR-50 fleet. In 2019, Indonesia signed a contract to acquire 21 BT-3Fs, marking the first export order of the vehicle. This occurred after Indonesia had already procured 54 BMP-3Fs between 2010 and 2014. Variants were later shown with Arctic adaptations, such as wider tracks for enhanced mobility in snow, and others included heavier weapon stations, including options for a 30mm autocannon. The BT-3F is developed on the chassis of the BMP-3F, fully amphibious armored vehicle with a declared combat weight between 18.5 and 18.9 tons. Its chassis measures 7 to 7.15 meters in length, with a width between 3.15 and 3.3 meters, and a height of approximately 3 meters. The ground clearance is 450 millimeters. The vehicle is powered by a UTD-29 4-stroke multi-fuel direct-injection diesel engine with an output of 450 to 500 horsepower, using a dry sump lubrication system. This engine allows a top road speed of 70 kilometers per hour, a water speed of 10 kilometers per hour, and an operational range of 600 kilometers. The BT-3F accommodates a crew of 2, consisting of a commander and a driver, and can carry up to 14 fully equipped infantry personnel. Troops are seated on energy-absorbing, folding seats equipped with 5-point harnesses, designed to reduce injuries from landmine explosions and rough terrain. As the conflict in Ukraine intensifies, it has become a testing ground for the world's modern armored vehicles. Western nations have supplied Ukraine with a wide variety of armored personnel carriers and infantry fighting vehicles, including the American M113 and Stryker, British FV-103 Spartan, German Marder IFV, and French Fab and AMX-10P. These vehicles have seen extensive use under real combat conditions, facing everything from artillery to drones and loitering munitions. So, how would the BT-3F stack up against these platforms? Many Western APCs in Ukraine, particularly older models like the M113, have been criticized for their thin armor. Designed during the Cold War, they were never meant to withstand modern anti-tank weapons or drone strikes. The BT-3F provides better protection than M113 level platforms, with a reinforced hull, energy-absorbing seats, and basic mine or blast resistance. That said, compared to more modern IFVs like the German Marder or American Stryker Dragoon, the BT-3F falls short in terms of comprehensive armor packages and modular composite plating. In terms of weaponry, the BT-3F is lightly armed, typically equipped with a 7.62mm or 12.7mm remote-controlled machine gun, though heavier versions with autocannons exist. This is sufficient for suppressive fire and self-defense, but not for frontline combat. By comparison, Ukraine's Marder IFVs are equipped with a 20mm autocannon, and the Stryker Dragoon features a 30mm cannon, giving them far superior firepower in combined arms operations. Even the French AMX-10P outguns the standard BT-3F in its original configuration. Where the BT-3F shines is in amphibious warfare. While most Western APCs sent to Ukraine are either not amphibious or require extensive preparation to cross rivers, the BT-3F can seamlessly transition from land to water. This makes it ideal for operations in riverine, marshy, or coastal zones, conditions less common in Ukraine, but highly relevant for archipelagic or coastal nations like Indonesia, the Philippines, or Vietnam. With Russia and Indonesia deepening military cooperation, the success of this vehicle could pave the way for more defense exports, potentially giving Russia a stronger foothold in the region's defense market. One of the most pressing challenges for modern armored vehicles is the growing threat posed by unmanned aerial vehicles. From loitering munitions like the Lancet and Switchblade to reconnaissance quadcopters coordinating artillery strikes, drones have changed the face of ground warfare. In conflicts such as the ongoing war in Ukraine, many armored platforms, both Eastern and Western, have suffered heavy losses due to precision drone attacks. This raises a critical question. How well is the BT-3F prepared to survive in a drone-dominated battlefield? The BT-3F, while not equipped out of the box with dedicated anti-drone protection, can theoretically be adapted with similar counter-UAV technologies. But unless these are implemented, it faces the same vulnerabilities that have plagued many APCs in the Ukrainian theater. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.